This is the BBC.
This podcast is supported by advertising outside the UK.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
You're listening to Tuesday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
Where's Mum?
Lillian dragged her off somewhere.
Oh, OK.
Why, do you need her for anything?
I just wondered where my yellow top had got to. I can't find it.
Well, sorry, Alice, not my area.
It's not important. I can wear something else.
Oh, as you like.
So, you've stayed in to keep an eye on me, have you?
Not at all. I've been looking at some Berrow Farm figures. I can do that just as easily here as in the office.
If you say so.
Oh, your mother wasn't sure when she'd be back, so she wondered if you could get the supper prepared.
Sorry?
Well, she's left everything out with the recipe.
Oh, can't you do it?
As I've told you, I'm working.
Well, I can't. I'm just about to go out.
Out where?
Edgeley, the Fox.
Alice.
I've got a table booked.
What? What? Alice, how can you do this to your mother?
Well, it's got nothing to do with her.
It's got everything to do with her, after all we've said.
Oh, I don't need this, Dad.
Well, let me be absolutely clear on one thing, young lady. You are not to bring any men back here.
It's pretty unlikely, seeing as I'm going with someone.
Someone? What, a man, you mean?
No, as it happens. Not that it's any of your business.
A woman, then?
Oh, well done.
Do I know this person?
Oh, Dad.
Do I?
Yes. It's Fallon, all right?
Fallon? Yeah, you're going to the pub with Fallon?
Thanks for bringing the multimeter here.
Oh, no worries.
I've tried everything else. It's got to be something electrical.
But it started all right last week.
Aye, Ed, till it stranded us in the backside of Borsetshire.
Yeah, I hear that Tracy wasn't very impressed.
She'd had enough by then anyway, but she's not going to be the next Susie Perry, that's for sure.
Tough luck, mate.
Aye, I'd have loved her to be a biker chick, but it's not for everybody.
Jade loved bikes, didn't she?
She did, but that's all we had in common.
Yeah.
It's the only thing Tracy and me disagree on. Well, and cricket.
What, you and Tracy disagree on everything, Jazz?
No, we don't. I may have been mad with it at the time, but it was your dad really fouled things up.
What, turning up with the limo, you mean?
What was he thinking?
Well, once he heard there was a damsel in distress, he probably stopped thinking. Any excuse to get his new toy out.
Overgrown Wayne.
Yeah.
So how are you now, big man?
What do you mean?
Have you calmed down after your visit for Queen Jennifer of Aldridge?
Oh, yeah, just about. You haven't said nothing, have you?
You said naughty.
Good. Keep it to yourself.
I will.
Especially don't tell Emma. She'll go ballistic.
Don't fash.
She called it, you know. It was Emma had Alice down for an alky ages ago. Looks like Jennifer's only just worked it out.
The woman's got some cheek butter, she know, treating you like some poor wee addict.
Well, to be fair, I felt a bit sorry for her. She was in a right state. If I'd told her what I really thought of Alice.
But she's nothing but a spoiled, selfish brat.
Yeah, and the rest. Talk about biting my tongue.
That family's pure messed up. I'm glad I'm not working for them anymore.
You're well out of it, mate. So, do you want me to give you a hand with this bike, then?
Have you not got things to do?
No, not really. Today was all blocked out for shearing.
You'd have thought David would be mad on it.
Well, the rain arrived a lot sooner than he expected. By the time he was bringing them in, they were soaked.
And you can't see a sopping wet sheep.
Nope. But we should be fine for tomorrow.
OK.
So...
Thanks for the offer, but I've got plans.
Oh, that was quick.
As I'm no shearing, Neil's asked if I can do some hours at Berrow Farm.
Oh, get your head around the setup before you start there properly, you mean?
Aye, and he's a bit understaffed.
It's good to keep the new boss on side.
Too right. In fact, I'm due there about now, so have you no rushing off to anything?
Oh, you want a lift?
You're a pal.
The rain's stopped, Alice, but better bring an umbrella just in case.
Yeah, OK.
Right. What the hell do you think you're playing at, Fallon?
What do you mean?
Well, it was only yesterday Jenny was telling me you wanted to help Alice.
I do.
Was this what you call helping? Taking her out drinking?
Oh, no, it's not.
I know you
like
might be
that.
angry with her because of that business with Harrison, but I'm surprised you'd be so deceitful.
Deceitful?
We're all trying to stop Alice drinking. Do without her so-called friends encouraging her.
Right, just hold on a minute, Brian. You've got this completely wrong.
Is that so? How exactly?
Well, do you really think this is my idea? When I rang yesterday, Alice was already planning to go to the pub to get away from here, is what she said. So I thought she'd be a lot safer if someone could keep an eye on her. Yes. I've had to take extra time off work for this.
Well,
I thought it'd be worth it. I don't know, maybe I can stop her getting completely off her face and bring her home in one piece.
I see. Well, Alice didn't explain that.
Or would you prefer her to go out on her own?
No, of course not.
And, I could do without getting it in the neck when I'm trying to do the right thing.
Yes, all right, Fallon, all right. Just make sure you keep a very close eye on her.
I intend to. For her sake, not yours.
So we'll move the gilts into these arcs a week before farrowing.
OK?
And we'll keep the fender on the front for a few days so the piglets can't wander off.
Good afternoon.
Oh, hi, Brian.
What's he doing here?
He pops in occasionally.
Right.
Looks like it's clearing up at last.
I've not come to talk about the weather, Neil.
Oh, fair enough.
What are you doing here, Jazzer? I don't think you'd started yet.
Here in the Brookfield got rained off.
I don't see what that's got to do with anything.
He's working a few hours today, helping me get the farrowing arc layout sorted.
And what's this costing us?
Well, the pay's in line with his full-time package.
Really?
Anyway, Brian, what can I do for you?
Return of service.
Huh? What about it?
I've been looking at the figures. In my opinion, it's not good enough.
Really?
Far too many of the gilts are having to be put back with the boar.
Well, I'm surprised you think that.
That's attention to detail, Neil. That's how you maximise fertility.
Yes, I'd agree with you there.
Well, so what's going wrong?
Well, I wouldn't say anything's going
Is there
wrong.
something amiss with the boars?
No.
How about the gilts? Are they coming into heat properly?
Neil knows his job, Brian.
Thank you, Jazz. I don't need your input. Especially as you don't even work here yet. So?
Well, obviously I can take another look at the figures, but actually, I think our returns rate's pretty good. There's certainly nothing wrong that I've noticed.
Noticed? Huh? Don't you think you should be doing more than just noticing?
What do you mean?
Well, perhaps if you spent less time standing around talking, you might be more on the ball.
Well, in actual fact, we've just spent the best part of an hour putting this fence in round the arcs, and we weren't just gassing, were we, Jazzer?
No, you were telling me about the farrowing system.
As he'll be starting here formally, don't you think it's a good idea to show him what's what? Especially as he didn't have to come in.
And you were trying to find the ladies, and you went through a fire door and got locked out.
Yeah.
And we all thought you'd got lucky with that tall guy, and you'd be doing the walk of shame in the morning.
Took me ages to get back in.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Well, it was a bit embarrassing, really.
Oh, Harrison was really worried that you got missing.
Don't remember that.
Yeah. Oh, right from the start, it was obvious you two were made for each other.
Well, it took a while to realise.
Come on, Fallon.
What?
Lighten up. Happy days.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, we're still capable of having fun, though, aren't we? Right, my round. Another Pinot?
Not for me, Alice. Lime and soda, please.
What?
I'm driving, remember?
Oh, you've only had one.
Yeah, and that's quite enough.
Oh, go on. We can get a taxi back.
No.
The sun's come out. Let's make the most of it.
Really? I'm fine.
All done then?
Aye.
Oh, I could have given you a lift home, Jazzer.
Oh, that's good of you, but Ed's here now.
Oh, OK. Well, thanks for today. I know you're not used to breeding units, but you're getting the hang of things nice and quickly.
Grand.
And, look, I'm sorry about Brian.
Oh, what was that?
He was up here earlier shouting the odds.
God, that family's a total pain.
I do think we have to make some allowances. Brian's not usually as bad as that. It's a difficult time for them all.
Yep, no need to take it out on everyone else, though. Eh?
No. Well, anyway, it was good to get your hand in before you start, and I'll see you soon.
See you, Neil.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks for showing me the ropes.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, Brian?
Aye, coming up here, spoiling my day. I thought I'd left all that old Viagra behind me. I hope it's not the frying pan and into the fire.
Well, Alice seems reasonably coherent anyway.
Yeah, well, she's had a few. You can see that, but...
That's the best we can hope for, I suppose. Thank you, Fallon.
That's all right.
No, I mean it. I really am very grateful for you looking after her.
Okay, you're welcome.
And I owe you an apology for how I spoke to you earlier.
Don't worry about it.
Shooting my mouth off before I knew all the facts.
That's all right, Brian.
And while I'm at it, I was pretty nasty to you when you dropped out of being a godparent.
That's history.
I didn't understand at the time. But now, well, I mean, it's obvious you were only acting from the best of motives. I'm sorry for that, too.
Well, that's only because you love Alice.
I do.
And you want the best for her.
Yes.
Well, that's what I want, too.
You're a good friend, Fallon. And goodness knows she needs a few of those right now.
Well...
How was it at the pub?
Oh, quite hard work, if I'm honest. Alice wasn't... I mean, she was fine. Merry, but not embarrassing or anything.
It's like walking on eggshells, isn't it?
Exactly.
Knowing what she's doing to herself. How damaging it is.
Yeah, I didn't like watching her drink.
We just don't know how to handle her. It's killing her mother.
She was in quite a bad way yesterday. Jennifer, I mean.
So I don't know if Alice said anything about last week.
Last week?
We had the most appalling row. Alice was... Well, I've never heard her speak like that. It's like she's become a different person. She still looks like my daughter, but...
The real Alice is still there, underneath.
I just don't know how to get to her.
Well, I'm not sure any of us can. And simply loving her isn't enough.
No.
What she really needs is professional help.
In what way do you think? More counselling?
No, I think it's gone beyond that. In an ideal world, she'd go to rehab.
Well, hasn't she done that already? I mean, her so-called holiday in Bath?
No, that was just detox.
Oh, I see.
She refused rehab, according to Harrison.
Right.
It's much more extensive.
Would the same place offer that?
Well, I guess so.
I suppose there are plenty of clinics available. Should be easy enough to find on the internet.
Well, probably, but the thing is, you can't just make someone go to rehab. She'd have to want to do it.
Yeah. Or perhaps the GP could recommend one. I know they can be pricey, but it'd be worth it to have her cured.
It might be a bit soon.
They're not complete paupers. I'm sure we could cover it.
No, you'd need to talk to Alice.
Thank you, Fallon. You've been very helpful.